Welcome to SRG Insights, where we answer your questions about sales, sales management, and sales training. And today's question is,
Paul O'Connell asks, what are the attitudes that help the most successful salespeople excel? Core sales skills seems to be a reasonably well understood part of sales professionals' grounding. I'm curious about what brings those skills to life with best effect. In particular, what are the key attitudes you see that set the most successful salespeople apart?
So that's a really great question, because I think your question really zeroes in on the distinction between selling skills and what we call personal qualities. And it reminds me of a blog post that I wrote many years ago that really got to the distinction between what we call the science of selling, which has to do with selling skills, and the art of selling, which has to do with personal qualities. And when you can combine those two, and you have people that are really proficient at selling skills and people who are really good in terms of the personal qualities they possess, it's those personal qualities that bring those skills to life. So just for a minute, just talking about skills, when we're talking about selling skills, we're talking about areas like prospecting for new business, call planning, call research going into a call, identifying needs through great questioning and active listening skills, being able to present solutions, manage objections, negotiate. Those would all be in the area of selling skills, and those are all skills that can be learned and perfected over time. Personal qualities are very different, because by the time someone enters the workforce, most of their personal qualities are formed. But here's what we've found to be some of the most important personal qualities for great sales professionals. Number one, the person really needs to come across as authentic. You can kind of tell when someone's very genuine and someone's coming across in a very contrived way. So you want people that are genuine in terms of their attitudes and beliefs, because it's that authenticity that builds trust with the customer. Salespeople need to be determined. It's often referred to today as grit, but it really gets to perseverance. Is that salesperson competitive? Do they want to win? Are they willing to work as hard as they need to and really put forth the effort to go out and secure business? The third area is really about optimism. We want salespeople who are really positive, salespeople that are resilient, because in sales you're going to get a lot more no's and yeses. But it's that sales professional that's always optimistic, that has a positive attitude, and that attitude can be contagious both with their customers, so they're enjoyable to work with, their coworkers, and obviously their manager. Great salespeople are naturally inquisitive, so they're asking great questions, they're listening, they're probing for needs, all in a way that comes across as very conversational. So they're great conversationalists who are really listening to understand the customer's needs. And then another attribute I would mention is creativity. The best sales professionals are able to internalize what they've heard in terms of the customer's needs, and then come up with creative solutions that uniquely address the customer's needs. So just quickly to recap, some of the personal qualities that I think are really important are authenticity, determination, optimism, inquisitiveness, and creativity. And I think if you look for these as you go out to hire your sales professionals, particularly people who already have good selling skills, you'll find that those selling skills coupled with these personal qualities will make for very successful sales professionals. Thank you.